being able to say, I want to be competitive with the rate that I'm giving someone, knowing all the other costs that are going to be on top of that hourly rate. I can't be competitive if I have to really think about all those other costs and then drive my own hourly rate down. So I'd love to see more of a recognition of what those policies do for small businesses. I think they're not quite recognizing that the impact of the small businesses does impact the employees. It does impact that labor force who they say they're trying to support. So I think that would be. I'll stop right there. I'll go into a bigger diatribe if I say that more.
But very true. Very, very true what you shared. So Noelle Gemmer, representing the family-owned Manzano Mountain Retreat.
Yes.
Any last words of wisdom for us today?
I think one thing that I have learned is how important it is to consider the cost of what you want to do and then still go do it and make that attempt. I think we have really done a lot. We sometimes forget to look at our progress. So we do forget that. But I do think this has been such a cool adventure, something totally different from anything else I would have ever thought I would do. And I remember my manager from Sandia, when I said, hey, I think it's time for me to do something else, she basically said, go do it. And if you ever find yourself in a position that you can't do it anymore, call me. And I think that was huge for me, for someone who, had a vested interest in me staying, said, go and try this out. And so I've really carried that with me. I think count the cost. I think that was something difficult for us with the relational part I was talking about earlier, but also just go for it. Do something different. Think about how you can benefit the community around you. And like we talked about earlier, do the hard things. Do something that's scary and challenging and pushes you past your limit, because you grow so much. Even if it fails, which of course our goal is not to fail, but even if it does, you've learned something and you can succeed in the next endeavor.